You can come to Rwanda, that is Kigali. Most of you know Kigali anytime, and you can live a comfortable life. It's not as expensive as people have exaggerated it to be. You know, anything is expensive if you choose to live an expensive life, or if you choose to live a life on budget. My name is Erina. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and let me take you through the cost of living in Kigali, Rwanda. First and foremost, when you go anywhere, after walking around, you have somewhere to rest. You can get a cool Airbnb like this one. If you saw my house tour, you can't believe you can sleep here for only $10. You have a kitchen for yourself, you have everything in here. Just that $10 in a city. That is Kigali City. That is one thing. There are a lot of other cheap Airbnbs, but this is one I know that has a host who knows English, so you'll not have to suffer a lot with the language barrier. $10 for yourself and sleep in all this big house. You have space, it is quiet. All the transportation, of course you're not going to stay in the same place if you visit a place. Transportation in Kigali is also cheap and very organized, I must say. So if you don't know the places, it's either you use what most of you know as Uber in other countries. In Kigali they have Move and Yego Cab. So you download the apps and request as usual. They are very cheap, same rate as the rates for Uber. If you don't know another places around, you still need border borders. And border borders in Kigali, what I've seen, their prices are relative compared to the distances they are taking me to. Guy rode me for a long distance and I was only paying 1,000 francs. I even felt like I cheated him. Only that I was on budget, so I could not give him more than that. But it's very cheap. And it is cheaper if you decide to use public means. What a border charges us 1,000 francs. Still fair enough compared to the distance they take you. A bus will charge you around 300 francs. 300 francs for the same distance, which is way cheap. So don't get stuck at home every time you're in Kigali. Get a border, get public means, and for public means you will need a card which will cost you 1,500 francs. Then you keep recharging it to be using it. Public means I strongly recommend, very cheap. On top of that, compared to the distance you're going to, you can use bicycles. They cost 100 francs. You sit on it, it takes you where you want to go. Now bicycles are cheaper compared to borders. If it's a short distance, instead of using a border, you rather use a bicycle. So please, Kigali, I have loved it. Very neat, very organized, very cheap. I was scared at first. I was told, no, don't go to Kigali, it is expensive. If you don't have enough money, it will be so tough for you. And most of the places you want to tour, like no cost, no payment. Went to the convention center, like everywhere you want to go, they tell you, you ask for my friend, they're like, no. Wi-Fi, you sit somewhere, just buy a soda, they give you Wi-Fi. Strong and speedy. So if you want to save on Wi-Fi, get a place where you want to sit. As long as they have Wi-Fi, just buy a soda and enjoy their Wi-Fi. I have enjoyed my stay in Kigali, I must say. This house, it's like I own it at only $10. Oh my god. So if you visit, you will not starve the whole time in Kigali. Let me show you a breakdown of the essential things you will need in your kitchen as you're in Kigali. It is cost friendly, all of it. Please come. So still about the cost of living in Rwanda, you know everything is cheap if you do it at home. If you choose to eat out, that's a little other cost, but still we shall be giving you the prices. So if you choose to do everything at home, this is what you need. Okay, for my life, it can give you a glimpse into what you're getting into. We just got these eggs, the exotic, are they called exotic? Not from the local here. Each goes for 100 francs. We shall be putting a $sign below and a UGX shillings below. That's around 350 Uganda shillings. So we got just 6 eggs, which are enough for us. So people are hungry, they're already sitting. We are, if you see anything in excess, we are 6 people in the house. So you're going to see how cheap we have survived as many, but on a budget. we went shopping. Definitely, if you travel to a different country, you'll need bread. If you are a bread eater, this bread went for 1,200, but it's because we are off a little from town. It's a big bread, so if you're in town, you could get it at 800 francs. Yeah, the dollar sign is coming. Then, Rwanda, you're seeing a lot of peppers. In Rwanda, you don't really use caveras, the ones you use in Uganda. Environment, you have to be environmental friendly. So, for the milk, who comes to Rwanda and never tastes their milk? These guys, like, they have good, great milk. When we were coming, what our mom first told us, please bring milk from Rwanda. She's tasted the powdered milk from here before and she really liked it. So this one is Inyange. It is 1 liter and it costs 1,000 francs. 1,000 francs. So we are going to total it up and see how much you're gonna cost. Depending on how you want to live your life. By the way, life can be cheap if depends on how you want to live your life. So because we are going to cook, we are friends of avocado. We got this at 200 francs avocado. Yes, it costed 200 francs. Then we bought this cooking oil. We still had some, so we just topping up. This was for 400 francs, which can push, if you don't use a lot, it can push you for some time. So see how cheap the vegetables in Rwanda, and these carrots are so fresh. All these we got at 200 francs. So, these are 200 francs. Onions, each was 100 francs, so we got 2. Then tomatoes, the green pepper 50. Then tomatoes costed us 200 francs. These ones 200 francs. I feel they're really cheap. Porreco 100. So these are, we had to get ourselves Irish. We bought 2 kilograms. Each kilogram goes for 450 francs. That is 2 kilograms, that is 900. This one is enough for a meal with us. So we are 6, remember. So if you are 1, this can take you for like 2 days. That's 900 francs. Then spaghetti, the big one, 800 francs. Breaking it down for you. Don't get scared to come to Rwanda. I'm a sugar cane lover. I'm a sugar cane lover. Oh. I got this at 200 francs, and anywhere I go and I find sugar cane, I will eat it. Whether it's for eating or for what, for manufacturing sugar, I will eat it. So it's like 200 francs. In Rwanda, there is this fermented milk they call ichivuguto. You need it in your fridge, more so if you want to live on budget. This ichivuguto natural fermented milk, this is 3 liters and it costed 2,500. So what you do before taking it, you first shake. If you are 1, this can take you days. So please don't get scared. Come to Kigali and have fun. Just to show you what it looks like. It's fermented milk. Ichivuguto. So if you're 1 and you're going to take some good days in Rwanda, consider buying ichivuguto. It is tasty. If you need it with a little more sugar, you can add. We're going to complain. Why didn't she taste the sugar milk? Because I'm missing everything. What else have I not shown you? So, water is life. If you're living anywhere, you will need water. Imagine how much we got this water. It's 5 liters. We got it at 800 francs, guys. 800 francs and you'll have life, because water is life. But how do you get it to 800 francs? If you have a jerry can at home, it costs 800 francs. If you don't have a jerry can, it's going to cost you 2,800 francs. 2,800, 2,000, around there. So better you buy. If your host has one, you go with it to the shop and then come back with your water at a very cheap cost. So these are the things we need, and this is our last day here. So the sugar, I'm putting a little sugar in the chibugu because I like it to sugar. Sugar, a kilo is 1,000, and this half kilo we bought it at 500 francs. So so much for watching my video. I hope you had a clue and you saw how comfortable you live in Kigali. About the kitchen things, it's because we were many. If you are one, those could push you all through your stay in Kigali. Okay, so tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to visit with Erina in Kigali. That is by watching my videos, liking, sharing, commenting, and inviting more subscribers to grow the community. I remain your host, Erina, and I am glad to always have you. Ciao.